Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. These are your love messages for the second half of April. So the very first card that we have coming up for you as an underlying energy is the Princess of Cups, also known as the Page of Cups. This is a really lovely card. It's a lovely energy. Pages often talk about messages or offers even that are made to us, and cups are all about emotions. So some of you could be expressing how you feel to someone, or someone else could be telling you how they feel. It's not always someone else that we express this to though. I always look at that fish in the cup. That fish represents that there is something here. There is like some kind of love, some kind of it doesn't even have to be love. Maybe you just have feelings for someone, or there's a stirring there. And like that fish in the cup, it's something that has to be nurtured, something that has to be cared for and allowed to kind of prosper and grow. So some of you may be feeling that, and this is something that you're finally admitting to yourself, that yeah, you do have feelings, that there is some feelings there that you have for someone. I also always see the Page of Cups as like that inner child. The inner child that wants to play or to not have to deal with adult things. It's very sweet, it's very caring, it's very innocent. And I often see the Page of Cups like the Ace of Cups, that it's the beginning of something. And it's interesting that it comes up as the underlying energy, because the card at the heart of your reading is the Ace of Cups. And aces are all about the potential for new beginnings. So this could be a new beginning in love for you. This could be healing in a love situation. I often see the Ace of Cups as healing, like emotional healing. This could be a renewal of love, something fresh beginning. The aces always represent like the beginnings of cycles. So your love life at the moment, it revolves around this kind of new beginning, a new stirring. Now, because of that Page of Cups as an underlying energy, well, some of you will be beginning new relationships, or, just starting out with someone on a new path, whether that's in an existing relationship or someone new that you've just started dating. For others of you, even if you're totally single, this is going to be a new feeling that you're getting. This is a new emotional cycle that's beginning for you. Maybe the emotional phase that's just ended for you wasn't one where you were very concerned with your romantic life or your love life. There may have been other concerns there for you. But now it does feel like you're looking at your emotions and how you feel and what makes you happy. At the very least, you're looking at what makes me happy. And that's why I like this Ace of Cups here, because it speaks of going after what makes you happy, beginning a cycle where your happiness is at the forefront. Now, the reason I think that some of you may not have been that concerned with your love life in the past is we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up as a past energy. This speaks of like hard work and effort that's gone into something. That could be your love life. Yes, of course, it could be your love life that you've had to work at something without getting very many results or seeing much for your efforts. But I feel like also because it's Pentacles, and because there's such an emphasis on this newness of emotion and budding emotion now, I feel like the Seven of Pentacles shows that maybe you were working in another area that was not related to your love life. But it doesn't matter, whatever it was, whether you were working on your love life, whether it was an actual job or your practical situation that you were working on. Seven of Pentacles, it's like the gardener. There's that gardener in this card, and he plants seeds and, he waits for them to grow, but he has to tend to them, make sure they get enough water, make sure they get enough light. But it takes a long time for them to sprout and to grow, and for him to get the rewards, which is, to be able to harvest the fruits of his labor. And it feels like you've gone through a time of waiting, Capricorn. Like either you've been waiting a long time for something to happen in your love life, or whatever else you've been working on, that's been taking a long time for rewards to come in. I feel like, though, because the Seven of Pentacles does talk about rewards, it says you will be rewarded for the work that you put in. Sustained effort will bring you the results that you hope for. I definitely feel like that time of waiting is over. It's done. It's gone. There's a new Capricorn in town. And the reason I say that is we have the Chariot as your present energy. The Chariot is all about forward movement, progress, charging forward to victory. Things can move very fast when the Chariot comes up here. So some of you, with that Ace of Cups there, some of you may have just met someone and, things are moving very quickly with this person. Or that may happen in the second half of April. That may be overwhelming, especially for a sign like you, Capricorn. That may not be your usual style. But with the Chariot does assure you victory. It's controlled effort on your part. You are in control. You are the one that has the determination, that uses the kind of energy that's around at the moment to drive yourself forward. Now, usually I always say that the two horses that are pulling this Chariot, one represents the head and one represents the heart. And they both have to go in the same direction and be pulling at the same kind of speed for that chariot to move. Now, usually I would say that, but you have the Page of Cups sitting above this card. And it feels like to me that your head was always there. Your head was always in the right place. What has been missing is the heart element of how you treated your love life, or, looking at that inner child or what it is that makes you happy. But that horse seems to have come back online with that Page of Cups there, because you are now looking at that. You are acknowledging that there are emotions there. Or maybe it's someone else has given you the green light. Maybe someone else has expressed those emotions that I was talking about from the Page of Cups. That's made you want to drive forward, that you were just waiting for that one sign. That's the indication that you needed to go forward. Well, where does this energy lead you? Where does the chariot lead you? Well, it leads you to the Wheel of Fortune, which is coming up as your future energy. This card has been coming up so much during this retrograde season. It speaks of karmic events. It's when fate steps in. It's a change in your circumstances. The Wheel of Fortune card, what it says is that if the good times don't last, then the bad times won't last either. There's a season for everything, and the season is changing and shifting for you. The chariot, in your case, in your reading, Capricorn, is literally leading you to your destiny. That's what it kind of feels like to me, especially with that Ace of Cups sitting above this card. There is this whole new chapter, whole new cycle beginning in your love life. Now, I know Venus is direct now, and we should stop talking about exes coming back and all of that kind of stuff. But with the Wheel of Fortune there, I have to mention it because that new beginning in love, it could be with someone from your past. Because the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes it turns back round and situations can come up again that we've been in before. So for some of you, that could be someone from your past. For others of you, that could be a situation that represents something that, that is very similar to a situation that you were in before. Or you meet someone that reminds you of someone from your past. But it's almost like a test. It's like fate testing you to see, have you changed? Have you changed this time? Are you going to behave differently? Have you learned those lessons? Have you learned from all the work that you put in with the Seven of Pentacles? Feels like to me that the energy is getting much lighter for you, Capricorn. There's a lighter energy in you. If you've had a weight on your shoulders, it feels like that weight is kind of lifted at this time. And I really do like that Ace of Cups and Wheel of Fortune combination for you right in the middle of your reading. Well, what's your crowning energy? This is what gets you to where you want to be. This is what you manifest, These are the things that we want, and how do we get them? Well, it looks like you want that victory, but you've got two victory cards here, either side of fate, no less. The Six of Wands talks about success, victory, coming back as that champion almost. It's recognition for the work that you've put in, and that's especially true for you because this sits underneath that Seven of Pentacles. Whatever work you've put in, whatever you put in all that effort for, Capricorn, you have really put in effort for something in the past. That Seven of Pentacles says that. Whatever this time of waiting has been, because the Seven of Pentacles can indicate when there's not much movement, you're waiting for the rewards that, come from the work that you put in. There may not have been much movement. There may not have been much progress at that time, but your patience, your hard work, it's all been worth it because you have that Six of Wands now, which tells you you're going to be recognized for the work that you've put in, and victory is assured here. So I don't know what it is exactly that you want from your love life. I mean, it will depend for every single one of you. Some of you will want to get back with exes. Some of you will want a new love life. Some of you will want to be done with the relationship and maybe even want your freedom. The Ace of Cups can be self-love and finding happiness. All it is a new chance at happiness. So that could be a victory. Now, a lot of signs have been getting these kinds of messages, and for a lot of them, it's been about manifestation. The wish card or those types of things, wish fulfillment. For you, it's not so much wish fulfillment. It's like you didn't even try to manifest something. You put in the hard work. You put in the physical hard labor into something. You've endured something. And now you're at that place, the place that you saw before you began that hard work, before you began that long, grueling, arduous work, whatever it is that you've been doing. You are now there. You're at that point where victory is assured for you, and you're going to get what it is that you've been working towards. And for a lot of you, that involves a new beginning in love, something that makes you very happy. That's like a double message at the top, and one of them's an underlying energy, and the other one's at the heart of your reading. So, I mean, they pack a powerful punch together that there is emotion there. And I know a lot of Capricorns that would deny that and say, no, I don't have any feelings, or, I don't have that. But you do. With that Page of Cups there are definitely feelings there. And there is this new beginning coming up for you in love. Now, what advice do the Oracle cards have for you? Well, from the Romance Angels, we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This card very much connects with the Page of Cups. Like I was saying, that's the inner child. As adults, we can make ourselves work and work and work, and we have to. We have to pay the rent. We have to buy food. But there are days when we have to listen to our inner child, and the inner child might be, you know what, I'm going to take a day off and I'm going to go sit on the beach and eat an ice cream, or, go to the park today, or I'm just going to chill out and not do anything today. That inner child, it has very simple needs and pleasures, and we have to take care of it as well as like fulfilling our adult duties. And I feel like this playfulness card, saying like what I was saying to you a moment ago, that there is this lightness coming in. It's whatever this weight was that was on you. And you guys have had some really heavy readings in the last few months. Whatever that weight was, it's now lifted almost, and you have got this more playful energy. So for those of you that are in relationships and maybe, you haven't been connecting that well with your partner, maybe it's time for some fun, to inject some fun back into the relationship. You're going to be more open to it now, and I bet you your partner will be as well. And the advice from the Whispers of Love deck is number 43, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I think Virgo or someone got this card as well. So I don't know if some of you have got something going on with the Virgo, but for those of you that have doubted whether you'd be open to love again or be willing to love someone again, this card is telling you that yes, your ability to love, it's always there. It doesn't go away. Sometimes we're just not willing to share our emotions or share our love with other people. But it feels like from your reading that is changing, that you are willing, not just willing to share your love. It's like you're going after something, like you have a goal, you have an aim in your love life, and you're really going for it. It's a strange dichotomy because you have that lightness of the Page of Cups, you have that playfulness card, but then you have the kind of laser focused determination of the Chariot, and you get a helping hand from fate with the Wheel of Fortune there. Love endures could also say that, if you've had problems in a relationship, that love endures in that relationship, that, it's not all gone, it doesn't die that easily, and that you can fix things. This can also be that if you had love with someone in the past, that love for some of you is still there. So some of you may be trying to reignite fires that you thought had gone out, but they haven't. All in all though, Capricorn, this is like a really great reading with 2 victory cards. It's strange. It's almost as if you only got 4 cards in this reading, because the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups, they're more or less the same meaning. And then the Chariot and the 6 of Wands, they're both victory cards as well. So what are we left with without those? Well, we're left with you having put in so much hard work that now it's time for you to receive your rewards from fate.